right, you are still watching Funky Friday, and right about now we are joined by a young politician by the name of Samuel Kabungo, who stood in the by-elections that took place in Lukasha, and he was the youngest candidate, in that political run that happened in Lukasha. Samuel, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure to be here.
It's good to have you here.
Good politician.
First off, you 21, and you went for the position of member of parliament, and you came out, fourth. I want to start with the question that there's so much said about politics. Yeah, politics is said to be a dirty game. And what's your take on that? Do you agree to that assertion?
I always say this, and I will say it today. Politics is described as a dead game. I accept that description. Now, there is a mandate that we, the young people, are doing, and is to change the face of politics. We should transform it. It should no longer be a dead game. It should be a sector that is tampering with the developmental agenda of the nation.
Interesting.
Yes. So even for me, going into politics, I am motivated because I'm intrinsically motivated to bring the relevance into this nation. If we, the young people, we come on board with the modern, innovative skills, technologies coming, we try to help our nation into moving forward. There is a lot that we need to handle. And I find it very difficult when I see people debating about something that will not even add value to our national development. There is a lot that we need to take. Even in Parliament itself, I think at this point of time, we should not even be debating about Bill 10. There is the Bill of Light. The Bill of Light, we should include something. Part 3 of the Constitution, there is Bill of Light. Do you know that health is not constitution? Do you know that education is not constitution? So those are the things that we should put in as a country. We should, if our effort is going toward that, we will see that we are heading somewhere. We are going somewhere as a nation, because when we invest in education, education is the only investment where you cannot get lost unless someone die.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, I want to get, your experience. I'm sure viewers, watching you as a young person that took part in this particular political race, how was your experience?
It's quite interesting.
And that's what I really want to know.
When I was just going into the same thing, when I was just declaring my interest to contest, a lot of people, they had to stand against me. They said, even if you apply to contest, any political party can endorse you, not even your political party. But I talked to them that let us try to. You should not compare to me. You should not compare me to any person, because there is much in me that I want to deliver to the people. Even if you listen to my campaign message, what I was telling people and what I'm still telling them, is the truth of the matter. It's there. People are going through the same. So I fought for the adoption, and the reason why I fought for it is because I had something important that I wanted to champion in this nation. Yes, some people, they said, look at your financial muscle, your financial capacity, look at your age and the people that you are competing with them. I said that has got nothing to do with me. For as long as I've got a vision, for as long as I've got the agenda, I'm not going to do politics as a job or just to make a name or for fame. No, that is not my passion. I've got the intrinsically motivated passion inside of me, which I want to give to the people of Zambia.
Interesting.
So just before you're coming, you said you are under a particular political party.
How, on UP?
Yes, on you, yeah. So now, how did they get to notice you? That is the most important thing, because political parties now, it's a bit
you have to fight for that.
Yeah. So now, how did they get to notice you and be able to adopt you?
Yeah, you know, no matter how much you try to hide the light under the bed, it will still produce, it will still shine outside.
Okay.
So even for them to identify me, it was something easier because earlier I've done a lot of things. As I'm speaking, I was serving as Plo Lumumba. You know Professor Patrice Lumumba from Kenya, a well-known.
Yes.
I was serving as Lusaka Provincial Director of the same organization. I also served as the National Youth Secretary of a certain political party. I have done a lot. Youth for
interesting.
Parliament, I'm the grassroots mobilizer, Y4P, Youth for Parliament. I've been an advocate for 2 years, going through sensitizing my fellow young people about their importance to involve themselves in politics. So it was very much easier. Even the people, you know, when a young person is doing something, if you see elderly people coming on board, jumping on the podium and doing something for you, just know that there is something great inside of you
Interesting.
that
So,
wants to be availed.
Just before we end the interview, you know, in a minute, what are your future plans? What should people look out for?
Which is very important.
My future plans.
Do you plan to recontest?
Yes, I'm contesting in 2021.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and I've been already adopted
Okay.
to contest in 2021.
Wow.
I'm also the provincial chairperson of our political party, UPPZ, in Northern Province. So my future plans, there is a lot that I want to work with the people of Zambia. Not just the people of Lukasha, the constituency where I'm contesting, but even Zambia. You know, Parliament is a center of decision, and the decision affects the entire country. For you know, politics lose this world. So I've got a lot of good agendas that I want to champion. You know, there are a lot of young people that are suffering. It's not their wish. Some of them, they are orphans. So it's our duty as national leaders to do one or two things for them. So I've got a lot of things that I'll do for this nation, and I've got a lot of things that I'll do. Not only when I go into Parliament, but even today. In fact, I tell you what I've been doing from morning up to this time. You testify to say I'm not sleeping and not for my benefit, by the entire nation.
All right, interesting. Thank you so much, Kabunga, and we wish you all the best in
Such
your
an
political
inspiration.
journey.
Yeah.
And we believe and hope, you know, another young person out there who's, you know, has a political aspiration,
Yeah.
you know, has been inspired and
I
take
personally
that
have been
strong
inspired
move and, you know, we'll go ahead and take that chance. All right, so we've been talking to Kabungo, who is, you know, a young politician, you know, in the Zambian political space. So right about now, we're going to go for a short break, but catch us on the other side.